their chess match that's going to evolve over the next 50 minutes of this game.
So here's Scarsdale, first offensive play. We've got quarterback Tesler over the middle, and a good reception with some changes on numbers here. So just give us a few seconds to adjust from what we were seeing yesterday as it gets dumped to Lee Brown, number 9, for a first down.
And a couple missed flag pulls there, but Sammy Heyman right away making a nice, because that could have been busted wide open had she not pulled that flag. And that's good for a first down for Scarsdale.
Half Hollow Hills in a 2-2-3 alignment. Here's Tesler in the pocket, over the middle, and that will be in and out of the hands of Chloe Paquin.
And Chloe Paquin had a great game yesterday as well. Had some big catches for the Raiders. 11 touchdowns on the year for Chloe, and about 600 receiving yards so far.
Good part of the offense over with Coach Newkirk. Not as quick running the 25-second clock as they were yesterday, so they are taking their time. Coach Newkirk providing some insight from what he is seeing from the sidelines and with his coaching staff sitting above. It's second down and 16 for Scarsdale. Here's Tesler dumping it off short. Has the receiver. It is number 5, Naomi Fisher, who you said, Jacqueline, came up big in the second half yesterday.
Yeah, been plays just like that where it seemed like Tesler was having difficulty finding open receivers in the second half, but wisely her center, Naomi Fisher, just blocking quickly and popping out to get open for her quarterback. But we're already at a third down here, about a, 3rd and 12?
3rd and 12. Coming to the near side is 17, LeBoy. Here's Tesler. So it's an even alignment here. Strength of the running back onto the right side of the center. Tesler steps up under pressure, and she will be sacked. Number 22, Emma Gould. She came up big. Tesler to punt. Again, you have to declare it in the flag game. One of the 2 deep backs is Franks on the near side hash.
And a nice punt. And the other part of this is that wherever the ball, if the ball is not caught out of the air by the returner, it's a dead ball where it lands. So you might think about in the tackle game, wherever it rolls, it's spotted at. If it goes in the end zone, there's no touchbacks to that nature. It just, where it lands is where it comes out of.
36-yard punt by Tesler. And here come the Red Colts out on offense, led by quarterback Sammy Heyman, the junior, coming into this weekend with just over 3,600 yards passing, 59 passing touchdowns. That includes the 3 from yesterday. Heyman takes off the left side, a gain of 4 for the quarterback.
Yep, and Heyman's that dual threat. To your point, she has close to 4,000 passing yards this season, but she also has over 1,400 rushing yards. So she's a dual threat, and she can really air it out. And again, to that big targets that she has, you look at the height of the receivers on Half Hollow Hills, and they've got some great targets and great size.
You can see the entire team facing Coach Lupa to get the play. Strength of the formation to the near side. Second down and 14. Over the middle, short to Kendall. Through midfield and almost a first down.
And Kendall, we did meet her grandmother this morning. She's a Cortland State grad, met her husband there.
And a good story with the 2 of them.
Yep, and just finding the soft spot in the defense there by just an 8th grader, Ella Kendall. So a great play helping her quarterback out and a good chunk yardage there for the Colts.
Kendall meeting her grandmother yesterday as Heyman takes off through the middle of the field. Big gain, flagpole by Tesler at the 22. A gain of about 20 for Heyman. Just to finish the thought about Kendall, she's like the 8th grader.
The 8th grader.
And she's doing great.
Yeah, she is doing great. Tell she's got a high IQ, especially for her age. As an 8th grader, I'm not sure what I was doing with my life.
We can see that the flag game has really been a fever pitch the last couple of years, and Absolutely. It's going to be exponential heading into the Olympics in 2028. pressure on Heyman, and a combination of both Brown and Fisher with the pressure and the sack.
And you saw the play before that where it was a quick. I mean, the play before for Heyman, the big gain there, it was a snap and she took off immediately. So it seems like Scarsdale adjusted to that, and those defensive linemen were ready for another rush, and we're all over that to get a sack.
Just over 5 minutes played here in the first half. Strength of the formation to the far side on this second down play. Pressure again. Heyman scrambles, so we'll have first down yardage. The flagpole by the boy.
And a great pressure there by Naomi Fisher, but wasn't able to grab that flag.
Obviously, like the pro game, when you get inside the 10, it becomes goal to goal, and flag, it's inside the 20. Heyman in the pocket. Goes to her left, getting pressure from her backside over the middle to Collymore. That's a gain of 3 to her center.
And yeah, maybe a gain of 1 there. And going back to your point about the goals, the field dimensions, there is no field goal kicking in the sport of flag football. So closer to that end zone.
2 receivers to each side on this second down, and goal to goal for Heyman. Steps up, has a receiver. It is Franks, and just overshoots her.
I like that throw by Heyman. I think Franks might have just slowed up a bit at the end there, but if she had continued running that route full speed, that would have been a can of corn in the corner of that end zone.
It's your favorite phrase of the weekend. Third down. It'll be 17 on the goal to goal for the Red Colts.
And again, they've got it's 4 downs here. They have 2 more downs here. But again, I like the play call because they need some yardage there. So let's see what they do on this 3rd down.
Frank's in the slot position on that far side. Here's Heyman. Steps up in the pocket and will scramble. Good open field flagpole by number 14, Talia Arobas.
And it's been fun to obviously watch these offenses because we called the semis yesterday, so we were able to see 8 teams. But a lot of these teams, wisely, I think, run a pitch option.
Yes.
But I remember seeing that yesterday for Half Hollow Hills. But a lot of these teams, their quarterback will run with a running back, behind him to pitch it to. We saw that a lot with FM against the Raiders yesterday.
Yeah, Umstead and Bryant. Umstead should would be a pitcher-perfect quarterback running an option offense
Absolutely.
in college. 4th down, goal to goal from the 13. Heyman getting pressured again, and another sack. Fisher.
Yep, and kind of deja vu there because Scarsdale's drive ended the same way on the other side of the field just a few minutes ago. And even more importantly, you think about it, again, there's no, they didn't punt there. So now not only did she get a sack, but she just gave her offense 5 more yards advantage heading down the field towards their own end zone.
Nice adjustments by Coach Newkirk and his staff there to slow down that Red Colt offense, and now come out offensively with a 1st and 18.
Absolutely.
Beautiful day here in central New York, a nice breeze. Just got to deal with some of the kind of a haze in the atmosphere with the smoke from the Canadian wildfires. Dumping it to number 9, Brown is Tesler, but incomplete.
Yeah. I think we're going to have a foul there on Emma Gold. Yep.
And they will mark off the penalty yardage against the Red Colts.
Yep. The illegal use of the hands? Is that what that call would be? Or
I believe so. I haven't seen the signal from the referee.
And again, just that tackle compared to flag. You can't run through someone in flag like you can in tackle.
So the ball was at the 22. Looks like they're going to march off 10 against Half Hollow Hills. Clock temporarily stopped. 16:44 here left in the first half. It'll be 1st down and 8 now.
Yeah, so very manageable 1st and 8 here.
Balanced formation for Tesler. Rushing 2 of the Red Colts over the middle, and a nice play getting it to number 11, Chloe Paquin.
And Chloe Paquin again yesterday came up big for the Raiders. On the year, Paquin's coming into this game with 11 touchdowns and just about 600 receiving yards. Again, a really nice tall target for a quarterback and flashing the hands, showing that she's open, and Tesler easily connects. And to your point, they're a little bit slow on the 25-second play clock today, so Coach Newkirk taking advantage by calling his team over and having a conversation between snaps.
Strength of the formation, top of your screen. 2nd down and 4.
A lot of time.
Tesler had a receiver deep, but she will get sacked. Curlin. She came in with 18 sacks on the season into this weekend.
Yep, described as a good rusher and a great flag grabber, and I think that was a testament to that. And it felt like they had a lot of time, but all of a sudden, and that's the caveat of a right-handed quarterback rolling left. It's more challenging to throw that ball downfield, and that's what happened to Tesler on that play.
A loss of 2, 3rd down and 6.
It is a nice day out there, huh?
Yeah.
I wish we were outside getting some sun, but you know what?
It's early, right?
You can't have it all.
About 72 degrees when we started things.
Nice breeze. Good day to play football.
Oh, yeah. Refreshing breeze. Got to keep that air moving through the booth here, and there seems to be some confusion with Scarsdale. They will take their first time out.
Yep.
15:03 left. Strength of the formation, top of your screen. 3rd and 6 for Tesler. Backside pressure, picked off by Franks. And Franks makes the return, and a hard hit down to the ground by Brown. Okay, Coach Abramowitz here last year, winning things. And outside to Franks on the first down play. It'll be a gain of 11.
And to that point, looking at who is left today, no one left today won a championship last year. So we'll be crowning all new champions this year, which is exciting for these kids.
Bishop Kearney last year winning. You would like the fact that they went to a Bills game. But not only the champions went to the Bills, the Jets, the Giants, so did everybody in the semifinals. It was a great experience last August during the preseason of the NFL. Heyman steps up. Had the receiver open, will keep it, get a gain of about 6. It'll be 2nd down and a short 1.
I think about that because I'm envious of these girls able to play flag football. I would have loved to play this in high school, and I feel like it's that same like when I talk to pre-Title IX women.
Yes.
Because I got to play a sport in college, and they're like, I wish, so it's that same feeling that they must feel, but happy for these kids, and what a great new sport to evolve, and it's taken off in a fury, as you mentioned.
Top of your screen, Dominic and Kesselman. Frank's the slot receiver.
It's 2nd and goal.
2nd and inches. Got to get down.
Oh, you're right. 2nd inches.
No, my bad. I was looking at the other 20. Here we go with Brown.
Right. Yeah. Okay. For the viewers at home, there's the 20 on the field isn't the 20 actually at because the end zones are at the 10-yard line, so everything gets adjusted accordingly. So the 20 is actually the 10.
Exactly. 3rd and goal to goal. If you haven't had enough coffee, even if you had enough coffee, it's still discombobulating at times with so many things in motion. Big play here for both teams halfway through the first half. Heyman looking to her clutch receiver. Same play they ran yesterday for the touchdown.
Oh, a nice flag pull by quarterback Lily Tesler to avoid that being a touchdown. But yes, they ran that exact same play yesterday, almost in the exact same spot of the field, to the same pylon. And as you'll see, to her favorite target, Franks. But the reverse up the fields, and again, just inches away, Lily Tesler saves that touchdown. And now it's 4th down. This is a huge play.
4th down and 1. Scarsdale defensively pinching toward Heyman. Heyman looking back to her coach, Coach Lupa. A couple of words. Heyman looks back at the line of scrimmage. Close. She's going straight up the middle. And he'll get a flag, and I think we'll also get the touchdown.
And I'm not sure. I'm interested to see what that flag is. Maybe a false start?
I think it's...
They might have not been set.
If it's not that...
Oh.
Illegal use of the hands. Illegal block.
And Coach Lupa visibly upset with that call. It happened so fast I cannot even begin to describe what just went down.
You could see Heyman was kind of tipping things off, only being 3 yards behind Collymore versus being more towards 6 and 7.
Absolutely. And they ran that play earlier in the game, and that it went for 5-6 yards. So now they're going to be looking at, that's a 10-yard penalty. And say it's inadvertent, that's all you can do in life. So
And
play
again,
on.
the complaint was basically how the 25-second clock was being started.
Yep.
4th down, goal to go. Heyman steps up, has Franks, but it gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. And in fact, number 9, Brown, is in again with pressure on Heyman.
And Brown looked shaken up there a bit. I'm not sure. I think she might have been hit in the face on that play. The fans of Half Hollow Hills frustrated. They wanted a call saying that their quarterback's arm was hit when releasing. But it's a no call on the field.
NYCM Insurance is proud to partner with DISPA to present the 2nd annual Flag Football Championships. NYCM Insurance wishes the athletes competing today and all weekend the best of luck. Bundle your auto, home, or business account to simplify and save. Visit nycm.com to find a local agent who can provide you with a free quote. Tim Drawbridge, Jacqueline Lawrence, 1st down and 9 for Scarsdale. Tesler getting pressured, dumps it off short to Fisher. Gets to about the 13, gain 1, maybe 2.
And that's I think it's, you forget how far they're back on receiving the ball. So if the quarterback's, 4 or 5 yards back, a 5-yard throw just gets to the line of scrimmage. So it looked like a decent gain, but in reality, it is not.
And you got to really like the pressure Coach Lupa is getting from both Kurland and Gould.
Yes.
They did that yesterday against Penfield and were wreaking a lot of havoc on Puccia, even though Brown was stepping up huge with some big plays, and Gould will get into the neutral zone.
You jinxed her.
Yes.
Trying to time out that rush, and that's okay. We've all been there.
So it's 2nd down and short. We'll call it 2 for the Raiders.
And again, a 0-0 game here. Both teams getting some offensive plays going, but when it comes to the red zone, they've been shut down. And it brings up a 2nd and short here for the Raiders.
Receiver to the near side, LaBoy. Here's Tesler. Going over the top, has a receiver. 1st down yardage as she goes to Paquin. There'll be a gain of 7.
And Paquin, again, a nice big target here, looking left, and then Tesler looking right, finding a receiver open on the sideline for a 1st down.
I've got Paquin now, 3 receptions for 21 yards.
I just want Paquin to score so I can say that Paquin, what am I going to say if Paquin hits pay dirt? It's got to have it happen.
1st down and 14. Both teams looking to hit pay dirt at this point.
Absolutely. Got to score to win, they say.
9:45 left here in the 1st. 3 receivers, top of your screen. Tesler goes deep, has a receiver, and just overshoots number 26, Khan.
Yep, just overshoots Khan there. That would have gone for 6 if Khan could have caught that in stride. Described as a very, very fast receiver by her coach. About 500 receiving yards this year and 9 touchdowns.
Tesler right now, 5 of 8 for 29 yards and the 1 INT. That'll be 2nd down and 14.
And we continue to see Coach Newkirk taking advantage of the play clock and calling his team over. Now they've got to get set quickly as the play clock is already down to 5 seconds.
Tesler with pressure. Dumps it off short to Fisher. And the flag pulled there at the 30 by Kendall.
And Fisher continues to be a nice safety valve for Tesler, as she was yesterday. Oh, that wasn't Fisher. That was Brown, sorry, Leah Brown. They have similar hair.
Well, one of the challenges we're having is the fact that Scarsdale's using to have their red jerseys.
Right.
And today they're wearing other jerseys.
Yep.
Borrowed from the soccer team.
So a lot of number switches here for us. So we're looking at some handwritten notes as opposed to our Tim's nice printed rosters.
It's always good with the muscle memory to have numeric order.
Yes, and now we're not, but
Here's Tesler. Good rush again by Half Hollow Hills, dumping it to Fisher.
oof.
Nice move. She will get stopped near midfield, but does she have the first down? And it looks like she will be just short.
And yeah, that's a great, you see the hips move here and evade that flagpole. So a great play by the center, Naomi Fisher, to get close to that first down. It does bring up a 4th and 1. So big play here. And, are they going to, it looks like are they punting or are they going to go for it? They're going for it.
They have not declared the punt,
Okay.
so they're going to go for it.
And this is a big moment. If they don't capitalize, it's going to be a short field opportunity for Half Hollow Hills.
Tesler quickly trying to go to number 9, Brown. An incomplete, dangerous pass, even though it was kind of the right idea.
Yeah, it was.
Heyman with the running back to her right side. That's who she's going to. It's Candell. Crosses the 35 down to the 30 with the flagpole there by number 8, Newman.
Yep. And a nice route by Candell. And there brings up a 2nd down and 11.
Second reception for Candell for 22 yards.
And look for Heyman again, a dual threat here. She is has a great arm, but can also scoot around and get some yards with her feet.
Here's Heyman, scrambling to her left.
Do that now.
Far side and a good flagpole by LeBoy.
Yep. LeBoy, a nice contain there on the edge to save what would have been a big game. A big game. So you see LeBoy coming out of the linebacker position to grab that flag and help bolster up our defensive line.
7 rushes, 46 yards for the junior Sammy Heyman. Under 6 minutes to play. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Strength and formation, top of your screen. Heyman goes underneath, trying to get it to Franks, but I think that got tipped by Fisher at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Fisher or Rovas, somebody did tip that. And again, you're seeing some visible frustration by both of these quarterbacks today because they just can't get much going. And it's not like either team is rushing extra people. It's just a 2-woman rush, but it's been effective.
Frustration with the quarterback or effective defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Half Hollow Hills will punt. It will be Franks 2 back for Scarsdale at their goal line. End over end, and this will go out of bounds. This will be a very short punt, a 5-yard punt by Franks.
And Frank's frustrated with that one. You can tell should be coming out with a vengeance in this drive as a corner because she did not like how that came off her foot. And interesting to punt there. As you saw, obviously, Scarsdale went for it on 4th down. Didn't get it. Where, you just think about Half Hollow Hills, maybe a long throw downfield would help them, just even if they catch it or they don't, just to get the ball more downfield on turnover and downs is still okay in that moment. But they're playing it safe here, trying to let their defense put in some work.
Rovas and Khan to the near side. 1st down and 15 for Scarsdale. Quickly over the top and through the middle is Fisher.
We've said it before and we'll say it again. That's exactly how they gained momentum in yesterday's game. Just these quick dumps off to Fisher. She'll snap the ball and immediately take off, ready for a quarterback to a quick 7-yard gain.
Tesler. Ooh, dangerous pass as she tries to go back to Fisher. Great coverage by Gould, who went in and said, no, you don't.
Yeah, Emma Gould said, fool me once, not twice.
Yeah.
And she read that well to defend that pass and force a 3rd down, a 3rd and 6 for the Raiders.
About 4:15 left until halftime. 3 receivers top of your screen, 2 at the bottom. Tessler getting pressured, trying to hit the edge, and gets eventually chased down by number 17, Emma Wilk.
And so we're in the exact same spot that we were the last drive for Scarsdale. They went for it on this 4th down. So let's see what Coach Newkirk decides to do today. Or not today, but this drive. Will they punt or will they go for it?
You got to figure he's going to go for it once, he'll go for it again.
I agree. And again, to your point, last drive, it was a good play call, just didn't connect.
Every game, every practice, every moment on the field starts with being ready. I think we know a little bit about that. Stay up to date on your vaccines to protect yourself, your teammates, and your season. Don't sit this one out. Talk to your healthcare provider today. Stay in the game. Get vaccinated. Big 4th down and 2 here for Scarsdale with about 3 minutes left until halftime.
And there's a little bit of confusion here and some frustration you might have
Curlin, and then on one of those previous plays by Wilk. 4th and 2 for the Raiders. Tessler getting pressured now, dumps it off, but she will be sacked. It is Curlin, her 2nd sack.
Into your keys of the game. Both teams are doing those things, and that's why we've got a 0-0 score. And great pressure here by Curlin to get a sack for a team and have a nice short field. So the ball's almost exactly where they just gave it up with that punt, and now they've got it back with enough time to put some points on the board.
So here comes Heyman and the offense. Got to think at this point, Scarsdale's going, where's 19? She's the top of your screen, outside receiver.
Yeah, sacked at the top of your screen here.
1st down and 9. Heyman steps up in the pocket, tries to dump it to Gould. Does so. She gets stopped after a 5-yard reception.
And that was close to being past the line of scrimmage. It looked like from this angle, but it's a complete pass and a short gain here. But that's okay because they just have to get to the 20 for a fresh set of downs here. So it's a 2nd and 5 yards.
Offense looking over to Coach Lupa. As the clock continues to move down.
And the Colts do have both timeouts left, so they're in a good position here to utilize this clock and get some points on the board.
Motion Franks to the near side. 2nd down and 5. Here's Heyman. Looking, getting chased across the line of scrimmage. Will get 1st down yardage inside the 20.
Ooh, and Heyman visibly shaken up on that play. She had a hard hit to end this run.
Actually, check that based on the spot. They're going to have her short. It's going to be 3rd down and inches.
And that flag pull by Leah Brown has over 90 flag pulls on the season. He's going to tough this one out. Pivotal moment for this game.
We'll talk more about somebody who's battling injuries in our next game from the Class C from OFA. Nobody's going to want to come out. Heyman up the middle, considering she just got a taped flagpole and a flag from the line judge simultaneously. So let's see how things get sorted out.
And that looked to be a 1st down, but a flag was pulled on
an illegal block against the 2nd one called against the Red Colts.
And I give Heyman credit there because she's visibly banged up, but she's like, I'm going to go right up the gut and run that ball again.
She's going to put the team on her back. We saw that in several instances yesterday.
And interesting here, a 10-yard penalty, and Coach Newkirk takes it, and now it's a repeat of a 3rd down. So they did. You think maybe you might want to decline that and force a 4th down, but they choose to move the ball back and trust their defense here.
I think if they ended up taking the results of the play, it would have given the Red Colts
you're
the
right.
1st
Yes.
down.
Yep.
So big 3rd down and 11. Strength of the formation on the far side. Heyman throws short. And you got to wonder if that knee kind of bothered her trying to step into the throw, getting it outside to Kesselman.
Yep, and just didn't have a lot of zip on that, and you can tell she's tenderly walking around, and that's her throwing leg that she's pushing off of, her right leg. So that ball lacks some zip on it. And
So back deep for the Raiders, Kahn and Kessler. Franks is going to try to do better than the 5-yard punt that went off the right side of her foot on the last series. Obviously angling for the corner. Nice punt. Goes out of bounds, and they will mark it.
Wow.
The referee still walking at the 18. So it's going to be 1st down and 2 for Scarsdale. And Coach Kahn is in significant disbelief. I think what they're doing from the sideline perception, that ball was landing inside the 10
Right.
versus the trajectory of the ball leaving Franks
Leaving
and
the
where
field,
it
yep.
landed.
Right. It's where it goes over the sideline. And I understand the half Hollow Hills frustration here, but also, hey, like, less than a minute left. You got to go play defense.
Well, it's very
Let it
obvious.
go.
We talked
Move
about this at the outset. Both of these coaches know each other very
Yeah.
well. They're going to try to pull every play, everything out of the playbook and on the chessboard.
Absolutely.
Going short to Fisher is Tesler.
And it's a championship game layered on top of that. These two coaches that know each other very well and compete against each other. And now you're going to see that those mishaps for Scarsdale and Fusion, they don't have any timeouts left.
45 seconds. Clock stopped at the 1st down. Goes over the middle. It's picked off by Heyman. Heyman across the 30 to the 20. And the flagpole, and perhaps touchdown-saving flagpole there by the Raiders.
Yeah. And I give the Sammy Heyman credit because you can tell that she does not feel great right now, but still takes off down the sideline after that interception. And it's been Brown all day that's been kind of spying her, whether it's on offense or defense. Another great flagpole by Brown. But now we've got just under 40 seconds left, a 1st down, and they do have 1 timeout left. So Half Hollow Hills, if they can get some yardage on this play, that can allow for another play and hopefully a touchdown if they're dreaming big here.
1st down. 1 to go. Ultimately, they'd like to have 21 and 6 here before the half. Here's Heyman. Looking, goes to her left, crosses the line of scrimmage. 1st down yardage, and gets inside the 10.
That's a nice play.
They'll spot it at the 8, a gain of 13. That is the 9th carry for Heyman for 63 yards.
Yep, and you'll see here Heyman looking upfield, sees nobody on that side. I mean, there's a lot of green grass there. We saw it from up here. I would have done the same. Take the yardage.
30 seconds left, 1 timeout left for the Red Colts.
Yep, and there's 30 seconds left now, so plenty of time, and they've got a timeout.
Got one-on-one with Franks on the near side. Great rush by the Raiders, and the flag pull by number 14, Arovas. And another player down on the field is Gould, but she gets up with a gimp too. Franks, the slot receiver on the near side. Heyman looks to her left. Over the middle is Franks. She has it, and she scores. Touchdown.
And that was a great clean pocket. Great clean pocket for Heyman. She can step right up, step into it, and get a clean throw, which she hasn't had a lot of today. You see great blocking by our offensive line. Nice clean pocket. Allowed her to step forward, use her strength, and put that ball right into Frank's hands. We said it yesterday. Who else?
For Franks,
But Zoe Franks.
3 receptions, 28 yards, and now the touchdown. And a big one, too, because Half Hollow Hills deferred their choice of the second half.
Yep.
They get the ball coming out of halftime.
And with these defenses, the way they're playing, points are going to be sparse this game. You might just need 1 touchdown to win this thing.
Strength of the formation to Heyman on the point after. Heyman rolls that side, over the top, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, number 23, Kesselman.
Yeah, Drew Kesselman, just a tough play to make. Sometimes those pitch passes, the trajectory is different than an overhand pass, and isn't able to wrangle that one in. So it's a 6-0 game.
You got to figure Scarsdale will try to get something short and look for the yards after the catch.
Yep.
Tessler, 3 receivers to her right. Look to her left, getting pressure. Now will scramble, and the flagpole there by number 17.
That should be it for the half.
The clock continues to count down to zeros. That's the way we'll end. I think a game that we all anticipated would be a slug match, and it is.
It
6-0 on the touchdown from Heyman. No.
Okay, they gave it a first down, so they do have one more play left. Okay.
So much for the crescendo going into halftime.
And now we're at 7. I'm confused.
Yeah, I didn't see the stop and play.
Me either.
Scarsdale with the last play. Receivers all deep. Tessler's got to throw it deep over the top and in and out of the hands of Paquin. Now we are at halftime here at Cortland High School.
Yep. And some good defense there by Kesselman and Heyman to put pressure on that receiver and an incomplete pass.
So we're underway here in the second half. Half Hollow Hills heading to the north goal, and the flag pulled by number 9. That is Leah Brown.
And I feel like Leah Brown's just kind of spying Heyman in this game, because every time Heyman looks to make a move, Zoe is right there. Or sorry, Leah Brown is right there and has had several pivotal flag pulls in that first half. It's a tongue twister, flag pulls. I was thinking of a flag pole, like a flag, that American flag pole, but it's Pull. So here we are, second down and about 9.
Strength of the formation to the near side. Heyman, pressure in her face, dumps it over the top to Collymore. She will get the short gain of 2. That'll be third down and about 7.
And we did talk pregame yesterday. Half Hollow Hills got out to a 20-point lead in the first half and then was shut out in the second half by Penfield. So you're thinking, hey, can Half Hollow Hills have a complete game and put some points on the board in the second half? Because they only have 6, not 20 this time.
And you had to give a lot of credit to Fayetteville Manlius as they made the adjustments to Umstead and Bryant, coming up big for them yesterday.
Absolutely.
Third down and a long 7. Heyman goes short. Candell will have the flag pulled by number 8, Newman, and it'll be fourth down.
And Candell, just an 8th grader, continues to make sound plays for her team. A little out in the flat there, turns it upfield, but not enough to get a first down, and that will force a Half Hollow Hills punt to start the second half.
Back deep for the Raiders. Kahn and Tessler. Punt formation will be Franks. Official line of scrimmage, the 15.
And Franks had one good punt and one poor punt. This one's a good one.
And that'll be Tessler from the 31. Will get to midfield and goes out of bounds after an 8-yard return. And a very smart play by Tessler, knowing the rules of the game, not going for the yardage, knowing where she was. Steps out at the 39, knowing it's going to be first and 1.
I was thinking the same thing. And just like thinking very smart field positional play, but also just like, you're a quarterback, don't get hurt on this. Pop out of bounds. What's the point? You know, it's not worth 6 inches.
Split the quarterback duties last year.
What was that?
Gould looked like she was coming in for a visit. Maybe done on purpose, knowing the rules too.
Okay. Going off sides.
And Coach Newkirk is kind of throwing his hands up going, what was that?
And again, goes back to that chess match between Coach Lupa and Coach Newkirk, who know each other well, know the rules. It's declined.
So the chess match continues. 3 receivers, bottom of your screen. As Tessler talks with the official, play clock has not yet been started. Okay, I don't understand that. The penalty was accepted, but they declined the yardage.
Oh, you can. I didn't know you could do that. Because he went like a declined hand motion, but...
Sounds like the logic's from a math class at times. Tessler steps up, coming up short as she
That was a big hit there, laid on Tessler.
By Gould.
By Gould.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. And we talk about that propensity of being tenacious by Gould that time in a negative sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was really hoping that halftime would mitigate some of the tensions in here, but right out the gate, we've got some upset fans, and Half Hollow Hills parents are asking for the officials to call it both ways, as they felt that a couple times in the first half, Heyman was hit when throwing the ball.
Especially when she came up gimping before the touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here comes the Scarsdale offense. First down and just over 10 to go. Tesler rolls to that far side. Will get chased by Gould, and the flagpole by Wilk, helping to push her out of bounds too. It's a gain of about 10.
Yeah, and a nice run here by Tesler. You see a lot of open space to her left. She takes it and is able to evade a tackle and go up the sideline for a few extra yards there, about 4 or 5 extra yards, and they're right in position for another first down.
Second down and 2. Tesler now 3 carries, only for 11 yards.
Yeah.
Three receivers to the near side. Tesler getting pressure, dumps it over the top, going to number 5, Fisher. Fisher still going, gets first down yardage. The flagpole by DeHady.
And we saw some adjustment there by Gould in the first half, kind of reading that play and knowing that Fisher's their kind of safety valve dump off, but didn't read it there. And if I had to guess what play would be run there or who would go to, that's what I would assume would happen, because that seems to be the Raiders' go-to move.
Fisher, the starting center. It's also been the big check down for Tesler today. 5th reception for 30 yards. Here's Tesler with the play. 2 receivers to each side. It's first down and the goal to goal inside the 20. Check down again, going to Fisher. Gets to about the 15, 3-yard gain, the flagpole by Wilk.
And again, the same play being run here. Not the same play, but the same result of, hey, everyone's covered downfield. I'm going to dump it off quick to my center and get a couple yards. And it's that bend, don't break mentality playing defense of, yeah, you can get 3 or 4 yards because you need 20. So it's a second down and 15 here for Scarsdale.
Pate wins the slot receiver on the near side quickly. Tesler connecting with number 26, Kahn.
Yep, and a nice play there, nice quick play. Again, I think that there's some good coverage downfield. So making adjustments is Scarsdale. And a little pitch to Kahn. And a missed flagpole by Wilk allows some extra yards. And a very manageable drive here now all of a sudden when it's 3rd and goal at about the 3 or 4 yard line.
So here come the Raiders. Big 3rd down play, looking to tie the game here. Early moments of the second half. Tesler, look to her left, has a wide open receiver in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Scarsdale.
Was that Paquin?
It was Paquin. They finally were able to get her in open space.
And she must have heard that I wanted to do the little pun on name here, as Paquin hits pay dirt to tie up this game. And just kind of finds a soft spot in that end zone and sits down in it. And Tesler's able to connect for their first score, and it's all tied up, and we've got a 1-point conversion coming here from the 3 yard line.
Looked like some confusion with the coverage over on that far side. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen on the point after attempt. Tesler over the top, Paquin, and Scarsdale takes the 1-point lead.
Nice play by Paquin there. Again, just getting where her receiver needed her to be, right on that goal line for a 1-point conversion. And that's a big deal here. That's big, because Half Hollow Hills did not convert on theirs. So their next touchdown, they might want to, if they score one, might want to go for 2 to alleviate that. But we'll let it play.
So here we go with Eamon back at quarterback, and has gotten re-wrapped. Steps up in the pocket. gets first down yardage, and the flag pull by number 8, Newman.
Yep, and a nice pull there by Newman. And also, though, a nice run by Heyman to get a first down. And it looks to be about a 1st and 17 here for the Colts.
Strength of the formation to the left of Heyman. Frank's playing in tight.
And you don't see Franks in tight often, but that's a nice nifty play there.
Trying to get her to maybe work underneath, get some space.
Like a pick and roll in basketball is what I just pictured there. Blocks for a moment, rolls out of it as a little slot receiver, and gains some yardage for her squad. And it's a 2nd and 10.
So we'll give her 7 on first down, 2nd down. Like Jacqueline said, 10 to go. Same formation. Heyman steps up, gets it to Franks underneath again. Still going, no whistle. And Franks goes all the way, but the flag pull.
The flag was down way back there. Okay.
So the flag was left at the 36. Coach Newkirk was running out saying, hey, she was stopped here. And as you've alluded to, the intensity has not ramped up.
Yep.
Or has decreased, rather.
Replay.
So it's going to be a first down for Half Hollow Hills.
And it's
early flag pole against Scarsdale.
an early flagpole. So that's interesting.
Before Franks had the reception. So
they took the flag off.
They will give a credit of 11.
Okay.
On the reception.
And you think, they're saying maybe they didn't score a touchdown, but they were looking for that flag. I mean, the defender was there trying to pull her flag, but there was no flag on her right hip. So I don't think that would have gone for a touchdown had she had 2 flags on.
First down, 14. On the Raiders' side of the field for the Red Colts. Heyman going along the seam to number 10, Dominic, her first reception.
Yep, Marissa Dominic's first catch of the game, but she does have about 400 yards on the season and 9 touchdowns. Described as very trustworthy hands and knows how to find space on offense, which she did just there, finding a nice soft spot in that zone defense for a catch.
And I kind of like the way Half Hollow Hills went about that play, because the Raiders were stepping back and the receivers ran their routes with what they were given, and Heyman delivered the ball exactly where Dominic needed to have it to get the yak after.
Absolutely.
Second down, 3. Scrambling is Heyman, being pressured over the top to Gould, who gets the 2-yard gain.
And good pressure there put on by Brown and by Fisher on defense. 2 taller, longer kids. And Tessler did the only thing she could, was just pitch it up to Gould for about a 1-yard game.
So 3rd down and 1. Half Hollow Hills driving, 16:40 left, second half.
And it's a 6-7 game.
Up the middle, Heyman, first down yardage, the flag pull by number 9. That is Brown.
Been a nice quick play by Heyman there. I feel like that's the flag football version of like a tush push up the middle, but there's no tush push. It's just go up the middle as quick as you can and get a couple yards for a first down.
Heyman yesterday, 14 carries for 117 yards. Today, 12 carries for 72 yards. First and goal to goal.
Receiver stacked to the left, and they go left. And
nice by Frank going up to get it. Flag pull at the 13 by Brown again.
And we talked earlier today, like in these championship games, a lot of times it's someone different that makes a big play. So as they head into the red zone here, we know that Franks is a big target. Well, maybe they look somewhere else, and someone could come up big in this moment for Half Hollow Hills offensively.
Strength of the formation to the right, or check that to the left of Collymore. Heyman quickly to Collymore over the middle.
Okay.
And another flag pull, this time about the 5 by number 8, Newman.
And taking one out of the Scarsdale playbook with the center for that first down, as Scarsdale did several times with Fisher and Tessler connecting on offense.
So 3rd down and goal to go for the Red Colts.
And we've got 15 minutes left in this game. And it's a 1-point game, 7 Scarsdale, 6 Half Hollow Hills.
Heyman looking back at Coach Lupa. Heyman got pressured, got it to Franks, who leans in. Did she score? No, the flagpole spotted at the 1.
That was a great play by Franks there. Just making herself accessible to her quarterback, who was visibly under distress. Just recognizes it, jumps up and grabs that ball. And it's going to be a 4th and short here.
Both fan bases cheering their respective squads. 4th down goal from the 2.5. Franks in motion. Heyman looked once to her left, and the flagpole and the sack. Leah Brown, her 2nd sack of the ball game.
And it's been Leah Brown all day on Heyman. Heyman waiting for receivers to get open here. Looks to want to throw the ball. And, yep, Brown breaks away to grab that flag. And Gould is bummed out. She thought she had a touchdown there, but it is a sack first and a Scarsdale football.
And they will take over at the 11. 1-point lead for the Raiders. Again, Scarsdale won yesterday 14-7 over Section 3 Fayetteville Manlius. It was Half Hollow Hills 20-6 over Penfield from Section 5. Tessler over the middle. A little juke move there by number 5, Fisher.
And a good flag pull there by Tahiti, the sophomore who's got 70 flag pulls on the year. Described as a very skilled flag grabber, which was perfect on that play.
7th reception for Fisher. She's coming up huge for Tessler with the pressure that Half Hollow Hills keeps bringing just to get it over the top to somebody basically trying to get to the 2nd level.
Yep, and Kurland and Gould consistently putting pressure on Tessler, and her center Fisher has been there for all game long.
Far side, Tessler on the keeper, close to 1st down yardage, and she'll get it, a gain of 7.
Yep. And Tessler motioning to her receiver Arroyas there to keep rolling out, keep going, and trying to scan the field and read what she should do there, and gets a 1st down for her team as a result.
Coach Newkirk talking to his players. Have the play, and here they come. 1st down, and we'll call it 20. Motion, LaJoy. Tessler goes back to her over the far side. LaJoy gets about a 9-yard gain.
And we saw a lot of that yesterday in these games, was just some good pitches to players, and we didn't see that at all yet this game, and it seems like that might be a second half adjustment for Scarsdale, as again the pressure coming in the face of Tessler. She's got an option to pitch it out to her teammate to get a few quick yards.
And LeBoy, the reception, also had the receiving touchdown yesterday.
Yeah, nice, tall, fast receiver.
2nd down and 9. That's LeBoy in motion again. Tessler comes back this side, going to Brown.
And I like what Scarsdale's doing here, because you saw that same play with LeBoy, the fake and going in motion, but now what they've got in motion, LeBoy they've got to look at, and now Tessler, and Fisher, so it allows some deception, and they're not sure which way the ball is going to go.
Clock continues to run, now under 11 minutes here in the second half.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a defensive battle and just 2 touchdowns scored so far. But with Half Hollow Hills missing their conversion, it's a 6-7 game Scarsdale.
LeBoy with the fake. Tesler looking deep, has a receiver, and it's a catch. Beautiful catch. And the first one this weekend, I believe, too, for number 26, Khan. No, check that. That's her second or third today.
Yep, number 6 typically, but today number 26, Allison Khan, the senior, gets open downfield. That was maybe I think it's the biggest play of their game so far. And just like that, they are becoming a scoring threat quickly.
After being quiet yesterday, Khan now 2 receptions for 33 yards.
And a very manageable 1st and 3 here for the Raiders.
Here comes Tesler. That's LeBoy that got into the slot on the near side. Over the top and underneath again to Brown. Brown still going. She will score. 22-yard touchdown reception. Leah Brown from Tesler. And Scarsdale goes up 13-6.
And Franks is visibly upset on that play. I'm not sure if it was a missed flag pull by her, but she is very frustrated. And you know what? Let them score. You got to score anyways.
Yeah.
You want more time. So if they're going to score, let them score quickly. So you're down 1 point as it is. Now you're down 7. This is a big extra point critical here. If they can hold them, that means they just need 1 extra point conversion to tie this game back up if they score.
Yeah, I think a key thing off camera was Heyman going over to Franks to kind of get her to settle down a little bit. And it is Scarsdale.
The same exact extra point play as last time.
It's Paquin on the point after. And it's a 14-6 lead for Scarsdale. 9.5 plus in the game. Get vaccinated. First down 6 for the Red Colts. Heyman stepping up. Keeps it herself. Crosses the 20. Gets to the 35 through midfield. And the flag pulled there by number 26, Khan.
And the Colts need to be ready to score quickly here. If they want to win this game, they need to score in the next couple plays here and then hope for a defensive stop to score quick. But this clock is running. It'll run until we get to the 2-minute warning, and then it'll begin to stop.
Heyman now with over 100 yards rushing. 2 receivers, top of your screen. First down and 1. Heyman steps up, goes short underneath through the hands of Gould.
And that's a play where the clock continues to run. So they've got to hustle back to this line and get a new play going. No time to talk and fuss. It's time to play some football and get a big play here.
Frank's trying to get back to her position. Second down, 1. Heyman has a receiver. Short, bounces toward Dominic.
And we've got Leah Brown there with a penalty of roughing the passer. And that, I would assume, is a 10-yard play, a 10-yard gain for Half Hollow Hills. And it also stops the clock. So that's a win-win for Half Hollow Hills in their pursuit of scoring on this drive.
And more importantly, like you mentioned, stopping the clock, saving some time.
Definitely. And you think if they're going to start stopping the clock under 2 minutes, even this play, if they can get 6 this play, the clock will start to stop on that drive for the Raiders.
First down and 11. Heyman getting pressured again, getting sacked again, and Leah Brown with her 4th sack.
Yeah, Leah Brown's been the difference maker for Scarsdale to me. Defensively, she's just been causing fits for Tesler.
3rd sack by Brown, I believe, here in the second half.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many does she have on your stat sheet? Because she's been racking them up. It makes it look easy.
Yes.
Never gets flustered and just pulls that flag and gets the sack.
Heyman stepping up. Over the top, wide open, Dominic, and a play by Khan.
Kahn coming up big there because Dominic had that ball and she was able to knock it away. The ball is just a higher thrown pass, catched it over her head, but Kahn comes in to tip it away for an incomplete pass.
And I'll say this, Heyman's making the right reads.
Yeah.
Gotta wonder if that right knee is affecting her because she's doing more of this kind of push
She is.
throw and not setting her feet here in the second half.
You're right. Her throw does seem different than it was.
The fifth sack
Ooh.
by Leah Brown.
And Tesler and Franks get caught up there. The fans are upset, but the athletes, just normal load play. That was actually Dickinson there as they look to go deep, but sacked before by none other than Leah Brown again.
So 4th down and 17 to go.
Yep.
1:08 left. Last opportunity here for the Red Colts.
And the clock ticking down to about 50 seconds.
Short to Collymore, gets the 25, still going, gets first down yardage, and no.
Just short. A nice grab by, I said Dickinson earlier, but they switched numbers, so it's Newman. Reese
again.
Newman here, yep. Collier rolling out. Nice quick pass and almost gets there, but a great play to stop that drive, and that's going to be the first championship for the Scarsdale Raiders. You called it, Tim, saying they'd be back, and they are.
Raiders 44 seconds away. Big round of applause by the Red Colt faithful just below us here.
And they'll take a knee.
Stay tuned for after the game. We'll have the post-game award ceremony here as the quarterback, like yesterday, to close it out against the Hornets, Gia Asen.
Yep, a senior injured player. So getting in here with her team to run that clock down and solidify that they'll be the 2025 Class A flag football champions.
The Scarsdale Raiders, 22-0, will finish Class A as the #1 team in New York State.
Ranked #1, and now they officially are #1.
Got to give huge kudos to the Red Colts